Hello. Do you like stories? Well, I have one I want to share with you. When I was little, my dad wasn't around. I didn't know where he was. I wasn't really concerned until the day we met. He chose the worst day to show up. I was 7 years old, and it was the day of my grandmother's funeral. He just stared at me the whole time. I was a bit creeped out, so I whispered to my mom, "Who is that man staring at me?"
That's your father.
My father.
Yes.
I was shocked. I was angry. Also a little confused. After the service, I thought I'd go ask him some questions. Like, where have you been for the last 7 years? How come you didn't come see my grandmother while she was sick? A part of me didn't even want him there. It was too late to help my grandma. It was too late. She was gone and nothing could bring her back. I wanted answers. I was not going to take excuses either. As I said goodbye to my grandma one last time, I walked outside feeling empty. At that moment, I would have traded my dad for my grandmother to still be here. But that's not how life works. I didn't know what to call him. It didn't feel like he was my dad. So I figured I would just walk up and start talking, not saying a name or a title, as if I didn't know who he was. He smiled at me as I approached him. I was not happy though. It was a hard day for me. As I walked up to him, he said my name and went to hug me. "You know who I am?" he said. "Of course. I am your father. So where has he been? Why has he never called? Stop by. Oh, or anything?" He said he stayed away because my mother and him don't get along. I knew what happened already and knew he was lying to my face. First time he meets me. And he lies. I still tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. You would think he would be in my life after knowing I lost a piece of me that day. But for years I always had to look for him. I would walk home from school and go to the bar I knew his sister owned. He was drunk every time I saw him. After a while it became normal to see him that way. I always wondered why he drank so much. Why he didn't come see my brother and I. But it was pretty clear why. After a while I stopped going. Especially when my mom found out he was still a drunk. She said I put myself in a position to get my feelings hurt. That if he cared he would have been around. It was tough to hear. But it was the truth. I know other people who have never met their fathers. All I can say is meeting mine didn't make me feel any better. But now that I am older, I am grateful I got to meet him in person. I just hope one day he finds joy in life and cuts down on his drinking. I hope that your first experience is better than mine was. Thanks for listening to my story. I really hope you tune in next time. Subscribe to my channel and comment down below. How did you feel meeting one of your parents for the first time? I will see you again soon.